Hi, my name is Christina McLaren, and I'm a 39-year-old mother to a 15-year-old son. The number one thing that people are shocked to learn about me is I have lost 200 pounds naturally and been able to keep it off for a few years. You don't get to nearly 400 pounds. I was almost 400 pounds. You don't get to nearly 400 pounds without having some type of backstory. I have a good one. I was born on Camp Pendleton in Southern California to a Mexican-American father who was also born in Southern California and raised there, Santa Monica, as a matter of fact. And my white mom was born and raised in Washington, D.C. Talk about two different people, two different cultures, two different mindsets. Needless to say, it didn't work. When I was 3 or 4, depending on who you ask, we moved to Florida. My mom and I moved to Florida, and my dad went in and out of prison. At that point, I was in Florida until I was about 24 years old, and I was raised by my addict, alcoholic mom, who was in and out of relationships, which leads me to my weight gain. I had an interview a few years ago with Women's Health magazine, and I was asked, when did I start putting on weight? I had never thought of it before. I really just was like, oh, I'm the fat mom. I just like to eat. It's nothing. I never realized where it stemmed from. Without hesitation, my answer was, I started putting on weight after my mom's first divorce. When my stepdad left, I turned to food. My mom turned to alcohol. So I didn't know how to handle those emotions. I continued to eat for a few years and put on weight. When I was 13 or 14, I met my biological father. I was so excited. I flew from Florida to Arizona, so excited to meet him. When I met him, day 2, when I was supposed to be there for a month, day 2, he comes home drunk, tells me how fat and ugly and stupid I am, tells my stepsister and my stepmom too. But, I had just really wanted to meet this man. I romanticized this great relationship and how amazing everything was going to be. It wasn't. Needless to say, I went back home and finished my high school career there. My junior year of high school, I lost 50 pounds. My senior year, I put on 80 pounds. So it progressed from there. After I graduated high school, I started drinking and doing drugs, and I met my son's biological father during this time. I didn't realize how far into addiction he was until it was too late. God blessed me with an amazing son out of it. And when my son was 7 months old, I packed up my 97 Camry with a U-Haul in the back and drove across the country and drove from Florida to Arizona. Came to live with my dad and my stepmom because I was told, hey, move out here, you go back to school, watch the baby. Didn't pan out that way, got my own place, life goes on. When my son was 2, I met my now ex-husband, who is his dad, who has adopted him and really stepped in that role. During that time, I lost my weight. I decided to do a boot camp. I was like, oh, I'll be able to do this boot camp. No problem. I played sports my whole life. I didn't realize that my bathing suit was a 3X. I don't even know how to show you how big that is. That my pants, my elastic pants, were a 3X. Didn't realize that. Then my shirt was a 4X. Yeah, that. Or that the jeans that I couldn't fit in were a size 26 in women. I didn't realize any of that. I thought, I'll do this boot camp, I'll crush it. I didn't. I couldn't even do a jumping jack. But from that day, I knew that I had to change. It was a Thursday night, and from that Thursday night till now, I've never quit. I've been able to keep my weight off. I actually had my stomach removal surgery in January. I now take 4 courses. I work 2 jobs. I'm going to school for exercise science. My goal is to own my own gym and be able to train other women to lift weights, because you're not going to get bulky. It really does help you build your shape. And I do public speaking because I want to be able to reach more than just the people that I'm going to train. I want to be able to help other women with self-confidence, and hopefully they won't have to go through what I've gone through from lack of self-love.